EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in week 4. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good cover. As he's dropped at the 17. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off play action. Campbell on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming up a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Campbell. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Here's Penny. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. DJ Chark, 35 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Short to give to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. 20. 10. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game's signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Steps away. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Mahomes now to throw, escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he
touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Off play action. Campbell eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Campbell forced out to his left. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Campbell. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Fournette running out of the gun. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this time he is in. Yes. Leonard Fournette with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first-half lead. The extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off the play fake. Campbell, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Campbell now. Off play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Off play action. Campbell steps away to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the 2nd half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Campbell to throw on 2nd down, and he finds Montgomery complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Campbell on the move to his left. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Campbell rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our 2nd half blowout material. Off the play fake. Campbell being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bucs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And now here is another interception. And the Bucs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Campbell. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Back to throw. Campbell. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see. And my goodness, another interception. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Campbell looking downfield for Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
55 yards.
And the Buccaneers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play fake. Mahomes. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. on the handoff. Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Campbell dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time. But I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Buying time to his left. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Campbell flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This is Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.